Our second session is now also being recorded. Yeah. So now, yeah, allow me to let you know that people get money, as in money, real money, in various ways. One of them is, okay, maybe let me ask, has any one of you ever heard about Escobar? Has anyone ever heard about Escobar?
Yes.
Come on, sir.
Yes, sir.
What was Escobar doing?
Like he was a drug dealer.
Who is this?
He was a drug dealer.
Who is this? Okay, Anton.
Anton.
Yeah, I've seen.
Internet technology.
Thank you very much, Anthony, for that submission. Now, one of the things, one of the sources, one of the areas where people get money is through dubious activities, like now drug what? Like how Anthony has said that, yes, those people who deal in drugs get massive money. Which source I don't want any of you to take. We totally discourage anyone from our routes to take that route. But the fact remains that it is one of the areas where people get lots and lots of what? Money you get. But I don't want you to do what? To take that route. Now, if I don't want you to take that route, which other route is available that I would encourage you to join? That is one. The second one is that people get, okay, maybe let me also ask it the way how I asked on the first one. Where do you think, do you believe and do you accept that Donald Trump is a rich man?
Yeah.
Is Donald Trump a rich man?
Yes.
I don't want to.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Where does he get? Where did he get his money from? The source of his money. Once you unmute and you're not saying anything, I mute you. Tell me, where do you think Donald Trump got it? What was the source of his money? Fine, at the moment, he would be having very many businesses doing that and this, but what was the major source? What was the trigger? Anyone? Who knows where this man got money from?
Yes, Donald Trump claims he got a loan from his dad.
Now,
and started
okay,
a
someone
business.
says, Namusoke says he got his money through financing wars. Then that means that he already had the money. So now the very perfect answer is from very good two people. Kavuma Timothy said he got money from his father. Then Shannon Patrick Serada says that he inherited some of it. Perfect. So now another source where people get a lot of money is through inheritance. But now you see Africa, you see especially now extended families, Africa setups. Yes, you can have your dad, maybe your dad can have maybe, let me say, a net worth of maybe 50 million, by the time maybe he dies, and you are like maybe 20 children, you know, with maybe how many women and so on. So you realize that like that is totally nothing by the time you start sharing it, you know. So meaning that here in Africa, especially in developing countries like Uganda, that source is also not reliable, because yes, even if they leave you with the one, I mean maybe 100 million, still, you know, it may not be enough, because you could be very many dependents. We're not like you know, white people who have maybe one kid. By the time they die, they have a lot of money, and this person remains with the Lord. So meaning that that is another source, which source I also don't encourage you to keep waiting or rely on, because yeah, it has proven to be a non-functional one in Africa setup, you get. But that does not mean that we shall not get money. But now we have one remaining source where people get money, and that is, okay, let me ask you, where did Mark Zuckerberg get money? Where did Jobson get money? Where did Bill Gates get money? It is what I want you to hear from you. All of those people I've mentioned, and the others, very many that I've not yet mentioned, where did they get money from? If you believe and you accept they are rich people, it is only those who have been part of the lecture and at the beginning that can understand that we are studying. Yes, because now, in case maybe someone just joins now and he hears us talking about, you know, where do people get money when we are studying, you know, internet technologies and the, you know, web authoring, they may not understand what we are talking about, but we are studying. So Namsobe says they got money from internet. Okay, Gema says internet and the online business. Gema said from application development, internet and online business was Jeremy. And then Jose Mason says social media and computer. Sarah Nakayua says from software development. Shannon Patrick, not sure where they got it from to do what they are doing now. What are they doing now? Okay, okay. At least I'm happy that yes, at least most of you have, yeah, an idea. You get, yeah, very good. Even Flower, Julia says from internet. Yeah. Now, yeah, that last source is where I want us to put our focus. These people got money through innovation. Once you come up with an innovation, meaning that you are solving, you're coming up with a solution that can solve people's problems. You see, it is not that Facebook is the first social media platform to exist on planet Earth. You get, no. There were so many others, but they were not solving. They were not reaching out to all what the people would prefer to have when it comes to what, communicating socially online. So now he had to invent, he had to come up with an innovation, which is Facebook, that is Mark Zuckerberg, whereby, yes, this is something that was seen as a solution to people's communication socially. You get, yeah. So you realize that basically, yeah. At first, of course, you know, yeah, people could find issues and so on, but Bill Gates, through his company Microsoft, they invented computers. They also came up with the softwares that could solve the business problems. Those are all what, innovations. Jepson of, you know, Amazon, you know, so people could not easily find the ways of, you know, buying the stuff from one different place to another. But maybe, you know, once Amazon came on ground, you know, people found it very, very interesting, because it could not put a limit whatever resource they want to do what to access. So you realize that yes, people get money through innovation. Through innovation. And where am I leading? And I encourage you to be innovators. But what empowers the innovation is the power of internet. That is why I want you to embrace internet, the massive network of networks, a set of computer networks that are connected together. That is the internet. The global digital channel. So members, once you understand internet, you can move from one level to another. So that is why I want us to focus much on understanding, not gramming internet, but to understand what it is and how to work with it. I've seen very many people enjoying benefits of internet, including our local bloggers here. People are getting lots of money, you know, via publishing on what? On YouTube, just recording stuff, content, and you upload. People are earning a lot of money, you know. So meaning that all of that is powered by what? By internet. So internet, like in the definition I said, a massive network of networks, meaning itself is a what? Is a network. But what makes it to be internet is the connection. Maybe I can use an example of, I believe in Africa we share cultures. Yeah, now a culture, okay, a clan, yes, a clan is made up of various what? Various families, you get. Yeah, meaning that a culture can be regarded as the internet, whereby different families connect, you get, together to form what they call a clan. So that is different computer networks connect to each other to form what we call internet. So now Mr. Olivia says, so how do you invent your own internet? That's where the big cake is. Now, you may not easily invent your own internet because, like, that is why you see the internet we are relying on. Fine, it has been so much confronted by US, but internet is not owned by individuals. That is why, like, it is accessible worldwide. What me clearly when I say it is accessible worldwide, and then a day comes and then someone, maybe a friend of you, tells you, you know what, when you go to Russia, you cannot access what? Internet. When you go to North Korea, you cannot access internet. It is true. You can access the usual internet, you know, but you can access their own what? Their own internet. Yeah, you can access their own internet. So now inventing your own internet is not something very easy, and it is not something that I would even encourage someone to do what, basically to invest energy in, because at the end of the day, yes, you are inventing it. To whom, how are you going to benefit from this? This, you know, internet is made up of quite a number of components. Yeah, like now the communication, the protocols. First of all, it is not one component that you're going to come up with to have internet, but it is made up of quite a number of what components. For example, the client architecture. Client server architecture means you invent your own client computers and server what? server computers. Then it also means that you will have what you call to define your own protocols. Again, because for the current internet uses what we call, can someone talk to Stella to mute her device, please? Yeah. So what I was saying is that yes, there are quite a number of parameters that makes up what the internet. Yeah. For example, you come up with your own protocols like the transmission control protocols or the internet protocol, that is the IP, whereby you also have to define the what we call the DNS, which is domain name server, system or service. So you basically have quite a number of parameters to put in place if you are to have your own your own internet. So what I would suggest is to come up with the solutions that target to solve existing society problems. I don't know if I'm making some sense here. Now, like we have I and our partner, other partners, we have what we call the Jaguza Livestock app. Jaguza Livestock app has gone massive. It has gone worldwide in all countries where agriculture is a key, and it has become a benchmark in developing countries where you can manage your farm through your phone. You don't need to move from Kampala to go to Mbarara to check on your cows to find which one has issues. Why is this one not maybe eating? Why did the other one disappear? No, you can control all that through your phone using our Jaguza Livestock app. Not only that, people now, I give you broad examples. Now, like, yes, people like now, the inventors of WhatsApp, yes, you can easily communicate to one another, worldwide, either from US, either from Asia, either from whatever continent, so long as you have internet connectivity. So someone says here, Nelson Namusoke, you have to create your own platform, not internet. Yes. Yeah, you can create a platform, you can create software, you can create quite a number of innovations. You get, yeah, that relying on internet if you are to successfully, move forward. So when we talk about network, yeah, because we have been talking about internet being one of the networks, or being the global, kind of channel. So now when we talk of networks, we are talking about the connection of two or more computer devices to allow resource sharing, that is computer networks. I repeat, when I talk about networks, I mean the connection of two or more computer devices to allow resource sharing. You get, yeah, that is it, basically. So you realize that I want us to, every time we meet here, okay. Someone says here, someone says, okay. So Olivia says requesting for the link after lecture. I don't know which link is that. I will send it. Don't worry, that is Jeremy promising to do so. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's talking about Jaguza Livestock app. You just go to Google and put Jaguza Livestock app. You can go to Play Store. It is like I told you, it is not something that is to do with only now Uganda, either, it is everywhere in the world, not only in Africa, but I say everywhere. So the moment you go to Google and put Jaguza Livestock app, it will be on your screen. If you go to your Play Store and put Jaguza Livestock app, I mean, it will be on your, your phone. So it is everywhere. Yeah. So basically, I want us to put much focus on internet. Our lives, our careers, our future will never remain the same. How can someone who has not gone to school to study even a diploma, to study even a certificate, to study anything related to computer, gets to know how to use a computer and start making money out of this, when someone who has paid tuition to study IT, computer science, cannot do that? Why do you ashame us? But like I've told you this before, never expect a university to give you each and everything to 100%, because the time is not there, because internet itself is very, very broad. That is why me, when I meet you, I want you to just understand. Then the rest you can do on your own when you know what you are doing. That will be my goal. Because yeah, I know, of course, we are going to do a lot, and I'm very, very confident that by the end of the semester we shall have some people who can, or who have something to show, which is really amazing, especially on the side of what? On the side of web authoring, but as well as what? As well as the internet, the power of internet. Yeah. So you are going to I'm going to put something small in Moodle for you to do what? To give feedback about, but also for those people who intend to go very far, I have something for you still. And it is through this maybe assignment or arrangement that I will get to know those that can move far, so we can work on how to move very far. You see, if you want to, go very far, it is better you walk with friends or you move in a group. But if you want to move very fast, you can even walk alone, you get. Yeah, but you may not reach very far. And first you have to choose. There are those who joined here just to get papers. They will get the papers right, but in those papers, they may not make them move very far in life, in career. But then those who have a goal to reach very far will go beyond last time to know what can they do, So now I want to, in the presence of the entire class, yes, we are not yet enrolled, no problem, we shall handle that. But in the presence of the entire class, I want to assign the entire class this assignment. I want you to write it. How? I know you are going to go to Google, but it is only those who can think outside the box will get to interpret and present unique stuff. Otherwise, most of you are going to present related work or actually similar work, which I don't want. But I want to tell you this. For us in 2011, we used it to work for, that is after graduation, we used it to work for a Chinese firm called Chuchu Ibiz. whereby actually the owner is a medical doctor, but he realized that through innovation he can get more money compared to what he was earning from what? From medicine. Yeah, and actually he made a lot of money because every year between the month of May and the August, you could make 5 billion Uganda shillings within each 3 months of the year. 5 billion Uganda shillings, and it was us making this money for him. Why? Because he had the traffic. Yeah, when I talk about traffic, in this case of the internet and web authoring, I'm talking about the number of visitors who can come to your platform, to your site. You get the way how you can hear that, maybe you have 9 million, Facebook users or whatever you get, whatever amount. So that is the traffic I'm talking about. Now, on the digital space, once you have traffic, then you have everything. No one will tell you this, but I have to tell you this. Once you have traffic, then you are good to go. You don't need anything else. Actually, you don't need even a family once you have traffic. Once you have traffic online, that is the best you can have in life, because traffic can give you each and everything. The way, this is simple logic. This is simple logic. Sorry, I've taken a lot of time because the lecture was supposed to be forward, but because it is very important, we had to expand it. And in case you wish, we can even always decide to start this lecture at 8. That is in case you wish, instead of waiting 9 and so on. But of course, this is something that you need to agree upon. But by the way, I want everyone to research and send. I need only and only a maximum of 2 pages. Only. Don't, the moment you go and copy stuff and put, that is not what I want. I want in your own understanding. Of course, even just I want you to use the internet. Yes, I want you to use Google. Google is the search engine that I want you to rely much on, because it has all what we need, and we can use it to reach where we want to be. So I want you to use Google and find out how do you generate traffic. How can your site actually, because I want you to understand, I'm not going even to read the question, but I want to just keep the conversation going so that you can get the question from what I'm trying to talk, then you come up with the answers. So what I want you to find out is, how can someone's website generate a lot of traffic? How can a company's website get a lot of traffic compared to its competitors in the playing field? How can you attract visitors on your website? And in your research, I want you to give even examples, because this is where I want you to go, because I've already told you, once you have traffic, you have all. Once you have the traffic, you don't need the select queens, you don't need, you can't lack the select queens, you can't lack the big cars, you can't lack everything you may need in life. The select kings and whatever. Once you have traffic, you have it all. So now we need to know, because it is still, because we have very many sites online, but you realize that actually I want you to go to www. Let me type this in the chat so that you can use it to, this is the like it is a platform for ranking what websites. Yeah, when you go to it and you put a website, it can show you how many people globally are using this are visiting this website. How about in Africa? How about in Uganda? It is number one in the world. How about in Africa? How about in Uganda? I mean, it can show you. Go to www.alexa.com. Yeah. So whatever research you do, yeah, and each example you are putting, actually, even when you go to Google itself and put the most visited website, you will see actually even Google being ranked number one in most cases. You get, yeah, because almost every day, most people have to put what Google into their what their browsers over the internet. So now I want you to use examples. Which examples are ranking well when you go to alexa.com? Let me hope have made some sense from this session, and I may not go beyond this time, unless someone has a question. But I want you to submit your answers on via this email that I'm sending via the chat. sroa@umu.ac.ug, and in the subject area you put your names and you put your names and you put dips, for easy identification. Everyone will get awarded for whatever contribution that they make. We need to start thinking because we need the money. Otherwise, when we don't think, when we don't invent, we shall not get the money. So now I want you to tell me how comes that maybe New Vision, yes, is a newspaper company, and maybe there is also another newspaper company, but how comes New Vision gets very many people who normally visit it online compared to the rest? So like I want you to, like, I want, this is something that I need from you people. Don't just go to Google and copy and paste. I want you to put only stuff that you understand actually, if better in your own language, in your own interpretation. So once we basically enroll these videos, I can upload them as I reorganize your notes to match the current trends in the field of internet and the web. So what was the question? Now we hear such a person. We reply him. You see, I'm not going to repeat this. Everyone heard me when I'm talking about the question. So that is why I say our class has to be different. When we come here for business, for class, let us mean business. So let me repeat for you. I said, can you please investigate about how websites generate traffic? Not actually traffic, but massive traffic. You get? Yeah, how do websites generate massive traffic? I know when you go and just type that even in Google, but that is not what I want. I want you to understand it in a better way so that you are able to present it in a more convenient way. Otherwise, I appreciate your time because you guys, have been here, and we have been even actually 40 people. More than 40 people have been around, so I'm so happy, excited that yes, you enjoyed the learning. So I believe we shall move forward together. Otherwise, I wish you a nice day and have a blessed Tuesday. We meet again. The deadline for this work is this week, working days, that is by Friday. Take your time. I want you to think. Don't just copy and paste stuff. Otherwise, even if you paste correct answers, but when they are not from your head, I will understand and you will not get anything. I want only the source to be thinking. Otherwise, I wish you the best. Bye-bye.